I am here with the lovely Miss Kii'ana Bates, and she is the owner operator of Pour Habits, a mobile bartending business here in Houston. Man, very dope young lady, very interesting young lady, and I'm glad she can join me and have me on. Miss Kii'ana, thank you for coming. First and
I'm
foremost, tell me a little bit
excited.
about your business, man. Tell me how you got started. First of all, tell me what is Pour Habits. Explain to the people what that is.
Very, very poor habits. We come to you, we set up the bar, weddings,
Mhm.
anniversaries, birthday parties, what have you. You provide your liquor, we do everything else. I think once everything else is on, it's up to the bartender and the DJ to keep things going. So it's excited to provide that experience, only not only at a bar, but wherever your party is.
That's what's up. So you go out and meet people wherever they at, wherever they having a party at, receptions, anything like that. They can contact you when you'll come out.
Yeah, backyards, venues, it doesn't matter. I've done a party of 200. I've done a party of six. So
That's
it's
what's up,
it's
man.
fun.
How did you get involved in it? Like what started you, boy? First of all, how long have you been bartending?
9 years
Wow.
bartending. My sister used to get me to bartend. I was like, I don't know. And then like a few years later, I was a manager. Then I found myself covering shifts for the bar. And
Hmm.
then it just went on from there. I find myself, like I say, twirling behind the bar. And it was just fun to me. It was natural. I was always learning stuff, learning different recipes. And
Okay.
I worked for other mobile bartending companies. And I was like, I can do this myself. So I quit my job. I filed for my LLC, and the rest is history. And
Wow.
here we are. I've been doing it two
Wow.
years now.
So Poor Habits has been around for 2 years. So you
Yes,
you
we
so you
established
started like right after or in the middle of COVID then.
March 1st, and COVID hit like a week later.
Wow. Wow. How did that
Yeah,
affect
but I've
what
been
you had going?
nothing. It didn't affect me at all. I think between COVID and just starting out, I was considerably blessed with the bookings that I was still getting. So
Okay.
it's been good, and business has been picking up ever since.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. You say you've been bartending for 9 years. So I'm sure that you've had some very interesting things happen. What's your first of all, what's your favorite thing about bartending? What do you enjoy about it the most?
I think it's just like a relaxed environment. It's not behind a keyboard. You meet all
Mhm.
kind of people between music and just the interactions I have with people. It's you
Uh-huh.
never know what you're gonna get like during a shift or during an event. And that's what I like. Surprises.
Surprises. Okay. What's the worst thing? Because I know what I hate about my job, which is pretty much everything, except the paycheck. So that's why I keep going. So, so what's one thing that you have been in the service industry, such as bartending? I know people aren't always the most pleasant to deal with. Have you had any like negative interactions? What's the worst thing you've had or you've experienced while bartending?
Absolutely. I've dealt with a lot of unruly guests and just
Hmm.
people, they think because you're in the service industry, you have to kiss their ass. And I'm like, no, I'm here to
Hmm.
serve your ass. And I will cut your ass off too. So the customer is always right, but the bartender decides who's still a customer. So don't say.
I've never heard that, but yeah, that makes perfect sense. Don't bite the hand that's feeding you.
Yes. No, sir.
First of all, I know it's called Coffee with the Homies, but because I knew I was gonna be on with a bartender, I substituted the coffee for some Basil Hayden. So that's what I'm sipping on over here right now.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Mama's
So
got
it's
a little
not coffee.
margarita going. So go ahead.
Yeah. I I am a whiskey guy. I can't really drink nothing else. I've tried I've tried like to get into tequila and stuff. I really just couldn't fade it. So I'm a stick to
And
what
I
I
like
know.
both.
Really.
Have you had an Irish coffee? It's Jameson.
I
And Jameson,
yeah.
Jameson is my first love.
Yeah, I've had I actually it was a spot that I went to. It was in the Heights. I can't even think of the name of it now. But they made a cocktail, whiskey and espresso, man. And I don't know the name of the cocktail, but when I tell you it was great, but it put me on my behind. I had two and I was out of there. I don't know. I don't know what it I don't, and yeah, I'm a pretty decent drinker. Yeah, I
We
can
gotta
hold my
figure it
liquor.
out.
I don't know what it was, but when I tell
Yeah.
you that I came home and laid on the floor because the room was spinning, and that was just from two drinks, I was out of there. So I don't know what it is. I probably will never drink it again, but it was good.
Yeah.
I can tell you that it snuck up on it. What is your favorite drink as
That's
a
all you
bartender?
remember.
Yeah, that's all I remember.
I I like whiskey. If there's no whiskey, like I said, I go for tequila. I like Jameson, but I like to put Jameson with cream soda or either drink it on the rocks.
With cream soda. Okay, that's an interesting and see that, back in the day, I used to love sweet drinks, but I kind of steer away from them now. And I guess because I'm cheap.
Yeah, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm cheap. So I found out that I don't drink as fast when I just drink neat on the rocks. So I don't spend as much money. But if it's something sweet, man, I'm knocking them back. So I kind of, when I go to a bar or anything like that, yeah, it's just on the rocks and neat for me.
The sweet ones, the ones that sneak up on you. You don't taste it.
That's probably why I was on the floor, because them little coffee drinks they had at that spot I was telling you, they were sweet and they were good, man. And I don't know if it was all the sugar or what, but when I tell you I had the worst hangover I've had in years, and it could be because I'm almost 42. The older you get, you really can't drink like you used to. But yeah, I was out of there. So you do you have any, like, when people bring you out, you have any specialty drinks or anything like that you serve up? Or
sometimes they ask me to create them a signature cocktail. And what I realized, I'm not that passionate about being a mixologist, if you will. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, let's try this, this, and that. But like, you want a Jack and Coke, you want a margarita, I'll make you all of those. But if they need to pick my brain, I can absolutely do it.
Okay.
I made like a full menu for this past event that I did over the weekend. They had 5 cocktails.
Oh, really?
The crowd loved them. Yeah.
Okay. So something that you just came up with off the top of your head?
Yeah, either I have a cabinet full of liquor, so I'll play with them at home, or either I know what will taste good with what and topped with what. So I've been around long enough to do it, but only if they need me to, pretty much.
Okay. That's what's up, man. So I am glad that you are knowledgeable about your craft. Because one of my biggest pet peeves is going to a restaurant or a bar and the bartender does not know how to make a drink. I was at an establishment. I'm not gonna name the name, but it was here in the Houston area, not too far from where you used to work, where I met you at. And if I do a cocktail, it's an old fashioned or a Manhattan. That's pretty much all I'll roll with. And I asked the guy to make me an old fashioned. And of course, unfortunately, it was one of our establishments. And he asked me what was in it. So I'm, that's one of the easiest drinks to make. You're a bartender, are you behind the bar? How come you asking the customer how to make, something like this? So that's one of my biggest pet peeves. How important is it for somebody who's working the bar to at least have some knowledge of, cocktails or how to craft drinks or things like that? So you won't have somebody like me disappointed when I come in there and you asking me. Okay. Okay. Is it,
what's disappointment?
And it's the word, it's 2022. You can Google, you know what I'm saying? How to make a drink. If you don't know, don't ask the customer, how to make something. Google it if you don't understand.
They weren't even ashamed.
Nah, it was,
I end up getting the beer. You could be like, oh wow, you didn't even trust them at this point. Not at that point. Give me something you just gotta open.
Yeah, I just give me a beer, fam. Yeah, so I appreciate you being knowledgeable, man. And like I said, when you made me an old fashioned that day I met you, when you were working, and I have to say it was one of the best I've had. So I can vouch for you knowing exactly what you're doing because it was on point. Yeah, it was on point.
Well, thank you. Those are one of my favorite drinks to make, an old fashioned.
Okay. Well, I could tell because that joint was good. And I think I had like 3 or 4 of them while we while I was there. So.
I hope you didn't end up on the ground after those.
No, I'm good. I'm good with the old fashioned. But whatever that joint was with the coffee, now you can cancel that. You can cancel that because I'm too old to be laying on the floor waking up from a hangover because it take me too long to recover. Do you, being a bartender, do you like me? I love coffee, so I drink coffee all day, every day. Are you a big drinker, or do you just drink occasionally, or is it something like I'm around it all the time? I don't even like to drink like that.
It's a little bit of all three. I'll drink. Sometimes I'll have a taste for it. So I'll have a taste for it. So I'll get like a little something, but like I don't always want to have that feeling. Like I don't always want to be tipsy or
Okay.
drunk. But if I have like a taste for it, then I'll make like a cocktail. But I'm not as a big a drinker as I used to be a few years ago because I can't do that no more.
Right. Hey, older. I know we both got kids. We can't be doing stuff like that, man. This, then
No.
you sitting there with a hangover, and my daughter jumping on me and want me to get up and play, and I can't do nothing because the room's spinning. So no, those days are over with for me. Over with for me.
And then sometimes you need a drink because you do have kids.
Which is why I keep some of this on hand. Yeah. Between kids and bills, you got to have something to ease the mind. So yeah, I definitely understand. Yeah, definitely understand. So how is tipping in the bartending service? I know people be trash with their tips. Let me ask you this. What's worse for you? Somebody not leaving a tip at all, or leaving just a poor tip, a dollar or two? Like, what would you prefer? I'd rather you just not leave me a tip at all if you just go leave me a dollar or something like that. But how about you? Being a bartender, what do you feel is the worst?
For me, I've come into the mindset where I go in expecting nothing. So I have a lot of
Okay.
gratitude with whether they leave a quarter or where they leave a compliment. It's up in the air for me. I've gotten a lot of tips and I've gotten people who don't feel like they need to tip. So my prices do reflect me being good either way, leaving the event. So
Okay.
I'm okay with whatever.
Well, that's good because you're better than me, because I would have a problem with somebody if you left me like a quarter tip, and I've been working hard fixing these drinks, sweating back here behind the bar, and you gonna leave me a quarter. So, and I've been faking being nice. You know what I'm saying? So on top of all that, I've been, struggling trying to fake be nice to you, and you still go leave me a quarter. I would have a problem with that. But you're a sweet young lady, so you're a lot better than me.
I have had people like this one instance, this guy, I actually had to cut him off because he wasn't belligerent, but I could tell that he was drunk. And I was like, hey, we got to slow you down. Like, can I get you some food or anything? And he appreciated so much. Like every time he said thank you, he would give me a 20. Like he wasn't even drinking anymore. Wow. And I got like 160 off of him just being appreciative of me caring for his well-being rather than rising his bill to get that percentage.
Well, that's cool.
So it's a hit or miss. Yeah.
That's cool. So the good make up for the bad then.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what hold you long. But before I let you go, it's a little something that I just off the top of my head just came up with not too long ago. With you being a bartender. Okay. And us being both members of the African American community. I don't know how old are you? How old are you? In your 20s or 30s?
32.
Okay, so we're close to the same age. There are 4 drinks that for whatever reason are staples in the Black community. I don't know why. But the game I want to play right now is one gotta go. So I'm gonna give you 4 drinks, and we go choose which ones have to go. We go eliminate one and until one is left. We have Crown. We have, for whatever reason, Patron, Hennessy, and last but not least, I don't know why Black folks love margaritas the way they do, but we're gonna say margaritas.
All right, Henny gotta go because
Right.
it is nasty as shit. It is
Thank
overrated.
you. So we are on
nasty.
We are on the same page. Hennessy tastes like boiled penny water for whatever reason. I don't understand why folks love it.
Gotta go.
It is trash. Yeah. So we on the same page with that. That's no argument. Right. Nothing. I hinted, and people just drink it like it's just amazing. Then they go get like that pure white Hennessy, like it's just supposed to be something amazing. It's all trash. Tastes like toilet water.
It gets worse.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
Yeah. So we are on the same page. All right. So we both agree that Hennessy has to go first. What are you cutting off the list next? You got Crown, Patron, and margaritas.
I like margaritas. I'm drinking a margarita now, so I'll cut out Crown.
You'll cut out Crown. Okay.
Yeah, I'll leave tequila.
You gonna leave tequila. Okay. So they might take your black card, but whatever. I am
they took it when we exit out Hennessy.
Yeah, they probably took both hours for doing that.
We're gonna get banned.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. We good.
We're gonna get a little backlash for that.
Yeah, Hennessy is trash. I don't care what nobody say. You can fight me if you want to. Hennessy is garbage. So
that's fine.
So you took out Crown. I'm gonna take off Patron. I'm not a big tequila fan at all anyway. Okay. And if I drink tequila, it's not gonna be Crown. I mean, it's not gonna be Patron. I don't know why people love it. To me, it's like bottom shelf stuff in my opinion. I could be wrong. I'm not a tequila aficionado or whatever they pronounce that, but you can throw Patron away. If you told me I had to drink Patron or prune juice, I would probably pick prune juice because I just don't like the taste.
Oh, you'll pick prune juice over Patron?
Patron is trash. Okay. All right, so you have they go in margaritas, but you have Patron and margaritas left. Which one you rolling with?
I'm gonna go with a margarita because you can switch it up with any kind of tequila.
Okay, got you. So what's your go-to margarita? Like, do you have a special recipe that you like?
If I tell you, I gotta kill you. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. But there's this Patron called Espolón. It's not popular, but I like it.
Okay.
And I just do like some lime juice, some simple syrup, make it a little sweet, shake it up, get some triple sec, or if you want to do like a top shelf, you can get some Grand Marnier instead of triple sec.
Okay.
And just make it real cold, no salt, maybe a little lime, but we already got lime in there.
Okay.
I don't need seasoning on my drink, so I'm good with the salt.
Yeah, I don't understand that either. So
we're good to go.
Yeah. What's the deal with that? What's the deal with salt?
I only drink tequila. I don't know. Maybe it helps people digest the taste, but I don't want to dilute the taste. I'm drinking kind of for the taste.
Yeah.
I've never understood salt or sugar on the rim.
Yeah. Yeah. To me, it take away from the drink.
Maybe aesthetic.
Is that what it is? Okay. Maybe so. So. So you going with margaritas. Well, I am I guess by default, because I'm not a fan of tequilas. Margaritas really just be too sweet for me now. When I was 20, I'd kill them, but now, nah, they too sweet for me. I guess by default, I'm gonna go with Crown. I don't even drink Crown anymore, but because I do love whiskey, out of the four, I'm gonna have to go with Crown. And it's probably because I used to sneak into my grandmother's liquor cabinet when I was in high school and drink some of her Crown when I was back in the day.
And it was the regular Crown.
Yeah, you already know they wasn't going. They had the big filter Crown, had the big purple bag that they kept the pennies and stuff in, the change or the sewing kits or whatever. So Yeah, and that's all I knew growing up was Crown. I thought Crown was the like the top notch alcohol because that's all
Top
my family
shelf.
drink. Yeah, so now I'm older and know better. But if I got to choose one out of the four, I'm rolling with Crown. So next
I can
time
do either one.
you can do either one.
Yeah, if I'm chilling, I'll go for brown. But if I'm like, all right, what are we doing? What are we doing? I'm gonna drink some tequila because I'm gonna be ready to go.
Well, I'm gonna let you have that tequila, man. I'm gonna stick with my brown, sipping on it neat, so I don't drink so much. Because the last thing we want is me laid out on the floor again. So we can't go with that.
With the room spinning.
Right, with the room spinning. No, no, ma'am. So, well, Kii'ana, let everybody know who how can they book you if they having an event. How can they reach out to you and have you come in and make some drinks for them?
We have an Instagram and a Facebook. It's Pour Habits Houston.
Mhm.
We have a phone number. There's the email, pourhabitshouston@gmail.com. You can
Okay,
send us an email, call, text, DM, whatever works best for you. We'll respond to them all. And we can
that's
go
what's
from
up,
there.
man. All right, man. Well, y'all make sure y'all reach out. Like I said, I can vouch for her making some of the best. I know old fashions for sure that I've ever had. So if her other drinks are anything like that old fashioned, then y'all definitely get more than y'all money's worth. So y'all reach out to Poor
Thank
Habits,
you.
man, and have them come in and book your next event.